title's kind of crazy, I know that, but yeah, it's 100% true. I don't know, I kind of just came here off of a whim. Like, so, boom, where I came here to Europe was kind of an opportunity to pull up, and then, so I was at home, just kind of stuck in a rut, mentally, physically, of where I was, and my parents were looking at me, and they were having conversations, and they were like, yo, where do you want to go in life, and what do you want to do, and what's this, and what's that, and I was like, I'm not really sure. So they were like, you know, we have some family out the way. If you want to go visit, you can go travel there and, you know, kind of reevaluate life and stuff. Like, you've got the opportunity. And I was blessed enough to have family in a couple places. So originally, I actually wasn't going to this continent. I was going to go to Africa for about a year, you know, just to travel and see the motherland. But having some conversations with parents and seeing where things was kind of aligning, and it was the best option in terms of like being in a safe space, but like for me to get out of my comfort zone, it wasn't really better, and it wouldn't serve me in a sort of like mental capacity, if you know what I mean. Like, it's an environment where you can go to reflect, but not where you can go to grow if you're looking for growth, or where I was in that space and in that time. So another option that came through was like coming to Europe. Mom's like, yo, like, you know, there's a little bit of family out that way, and where like, we got family here and here. If you want to go here, you can go here. So I got family in this other country, Europe, but that place is expensive. But it's not far from where I am now, but that place is expensive. I probably will go there though. Yeah. Well, I'll say it now. Like, I was supposed to go, like, you know, they were like thinking about either going to Germany or somewhere close to that space. But I was like, they operate on the euro, so, you know, like, and the euro compared to my currency at home is, no, it's not bad. Like, my currency's chill. I can pay it, and, you know, I go back to any other countries kind of calm. But Germany's expensive to live, very expensive to live. But I will be taking a trip there though, because I'm not far from there. I'm really close to that place. Not all the way close, but I'm really close to that. Like, I'm a country or so away from there. So I was there, and then I ended up just coming up on this place, which is amazing. The food here is a lot more cheaper. It's a lot more affordable in terms of where I'm staying. Where I'm staying, the rent here is amazingly cheap. The food here is cheap. Everything here is cheap. Besides, even the cars here are like cheaper. Like, cause I did grow up in Australia for like a bunch of my life. I was there for a long time, so I was used to that environment there. And comparing the vehicles that cost, the amount they cost here, transferring it back there would be ridiculous. But, and plus, like, everything here is a bunch of, like, in Europe, everything's kind of different in terms of, it's more socialist here than Australia. Is a bit more capitalistic. Not as bad as like the main Western countries, but it's a bit more capitalistic in terms of like living situation. Like, here is a bunch more apartments, and where I'm from, like, everybody wants to have a house, you know. The goal is to have a house, but here, like, to buy land, the government's kind of more has more incentives to actually get more apartments built, so the land can be used to actually grow food in the country, which is like, now I think about it, it's like, oh damn, why does every other country not think the same way? And because of that, they incentivize more apartment buildings. That's why apartments here are like one in a dozen. You know, there's everything out there, like a bunch. If I look out that way, all you can see is the apartments. Mind you, I'm on like an upper floor, so I can see around, and there's like a bunch of apartment buildings, which is vibes. And a bunch of families live in apartment buildings too, so yeah, it's chill. But I'm here, and like right now I'm just trying to like hopefully do something in terms of like career-wise as well as studying. I want to go back to school. God willing, I get into a course that I actually like, so I'm throwing applications out into the wall. I'm hoping it sticks, really hoping it sticks right now. So yeah, I'm doing that, and then yeah, mom's like, yeah, you should pull up, go there, off of a whim. Like, mind you, like I was talking about going and traveling for a little minute, and then like I went to get the passport. Mom's nagging me. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really close to my mom, but I'm telling my mom this all the time, and mom's telling me like, yo, like, just get your passport expedited and yada yada yada. I'm like, bro, I got a little bit of bread, but I ain't got bread like that, But she came clutch for a little bit, and then, I got the expedited passport, ordered it on the Friday, and they were like, oh, you're expected to be in there on the Wednesday. I got their email on the Monday. On the Monday, I get it. Same day, I ended up booking the ticket. I booked the ticket same day, and the ticket's like, yeah, for Wednesday. I wanted to get the ticket that kind of was a bit cheaper, but it kind of had a bit more stops. I was with my family for a bit. They kept advising me to just get straight tickets. I should have got the stop tickets because, bro, that flight from Australia to Doha was like 12 hours. And there was turbulence on the plane, and I kept throwing up. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, man. But no, the flight was really good though. Like in terms of, the service was amazing. I ended up getting a Qatar. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice watching some planes, plane movies, listening to some like music on the freaking Qatar Airways. I'm sorry, bro, but they have this urban radio station, bro, and that man, whoever, hire a new person, Jay. But that's besides the point. So yeah, jumped on the flight, and yeah, the flight, I kept yakking, bro, because it was bunch of turbulence. Like I threw up twice, 3 times, and I knew I get kind of like sick a little bit when I get in the sky, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, because I thought it was gonna be like a 10-hour, 10-hour flight. It was scary to be 10-hour flight, but due to like other things that were happening, it ended up being like 11 hours and 50 minutes. Bro, I landed in Doha and I was knackered in the airport, hungry. Food in the airport was expensive. Got a little some water bottle, and then jumped into another flight. It's supposed to be like 5 hours and 15 minutes. There was a delay because of like traffic. It makes no sense, but it does make sense because you have to take like a shuttle bus to the actual plane. And there was like a build-up or a jam, so we ended up being late. Stressful because like I had someone coming to pick me up from the here in Europe who was expected to see me at a certain time. So they were supposed to pick me up at a certain time. It's like, yeah, you pre-book certain things. Yeah, pre-booked. Anyway, so I got there, and bro, like, as soon as I got there, I had to like go scramble and go find my bags. I'm texting family members that I have here, and they were like texting the people who were picking me up because they got a driver to come pick me up, and that was a whole stress. But as soon as I got off that, I had to jump onto the train from the main city to where I am now. I'm in a whole different city type vibe. But yeah, I was in the train for a couple of hours, which I'm not used to, because in Australia you can't just jump on a train and go from one state to another state. You just go from one suburb or one part of the city to another part of the city. But nah, like, it was several hours on the train. It was fake crazy, bro. So I wasn't used to that. But when I jumped off, as soon as I jumped off the plane, after like, you know, a couple of days, I got here, got used to it. After the first 2 days, I got kind of acclimated. I figured out where the stores are here. Figured out where most of the parks are, gym area. Ended up getting like a phone plan on the first day. As soon as I got to the airport, got a phone plan, and bro, the fact that the internet's this high over here, the internet's so easily available, and you can get like deals where you get like 900 gigabytes, 900, like 9,000 gigabytes. In Australia, I realize now, somebody needs to talk to the government about like internet access, because I know now that it's rigged. It's definitely rigged. Somebody in corruption. I'm saying it's corruption. But yeah, nah, it's cool. It's vibes. So I got plans for the rest of the year. Hopefully I get all this study stuff a little situated and proper. But by the end of the year, I'll have some videos up when I'm in the snow for the first time. My life, 20 something years like old, and then seeing snow for the first time would be kind of crazy, especially living in that environment where I'm coming from, like the sun, the land of the sun actually. Well,